beautiful. Look for the beauty in someone else. Your eyes are mirrors reflecting their tears and their smiles. If you wanna be in love, send your love out to everyone. Love's a boomerang, let it come back to you, give it wings. Love's a boomerang, let it come back to you, give it wings. Love's a boomerang, let it come back to you, give it wings.
Well, good morning, everyone. Yay! All right, we invite you to take your seats. Oops, let me do this. This usually helps. Usually. Well, good morning and aloha, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Kauai. My name is Michelle May, and I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, also part of the Malama team, and I am here to share some fun happenings we've got going on, because we've got a lot. When you arrived, you may have received a December calendar, so we've got lots, even more happening actually in December due to the holidays. So if you did not receive them, they are out back. So please take one and just mark the dates and save the dates on the calendars. We know there's lots of happenings all around the island, and we certainly have lots happening here too. So lots to choose from. But today we have Birthday Sunday. So who had a birthday in the month of November? Oh, Tony, Rob, yay, awesome. So we'll be celebrating you after service with some birthday treats out back, and then maybe a song. And then we are going to have on Friday, the December 1st, we're going to be having our annual Christmas decorating extravaganza. There'll be music. You can bring an ornament to put on the tree. We have lots of ornaments from the past years too, so you can help put those up. Bring a holiday treat if you'd like to, sweet if you want. That tends to be one where we have like little treat. Our treats tend to be on the sweet side, and if you're wanting to do that. But today, to get ready for that, our annual helper to put the tree up, because the tree is under the table at the moment. So if there's anybody who would like to stay after we have our nibbles and our social time and help put the tree up to get it ready for Friday, that would be greatly appreciated, and your help would be just perfect for just after. And it doesn't take long. It's one of those you just boop, 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 kind of unfold it and pop it out, but we do ask for a little bit of help. Keep it simple. And then next Sunday is Bring a Friend Sunday, and also Wrap with the Revs, which is something that we've been doing for the past couple of months to get to know one another and also the Reverend's story. So we invite you to stay after service next week to just learn more about your spiritual friends here and to share a little bit about yourself as well. We've been finding it's been really beautiful, actually. Lots of people have been staying and getting to know one another and sharing yourself, and there's nothing better than getting to know your community of your spiritual followers. So please stay for that if you'd like to, but also invite your friends to come to service. We love sharing what we have here with each other, but it's also great when we can get it out into the community and out into with our friends and family. So that'll be next Sunday, which is the first Sunday of December, the 3rd. And then we've got the first week of December, we also have another healing circle, which has also been a beautiful event that we've been doing every so often. And then we're very excited, the ladies, we usually do something every month for the Women in Consciousness, but for December, we're actually going to be doing an annual luncheon. So Deborah Valentina, who's in front, if you don't mind standing, and so it's a potluck. It's also Bring a Treasure from Home, and we'll learn a little bit more about it next week, but definitely see Deborah if you'd like to sign up for that. And that's a lot of fun that we'll be doing on December 6th, which is a Saturday. All right, well, we have lots happening, so definitely, again, keep an eye on the calendar, and I'll be sharing more. But I'd like to introduce Reverends Rita and Reverend Patrick.
Hello, thank you.
Aloha, everyone. Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Welcome
hello,
again.
everyone.
Yeah, I want to introduce Barbara Davis over here. At the last Sunday of every month, she's going to be with us. We're going to shake the music up a little bit and have something different at the last Sunday of the month. So we welcome her today, and she'll be doing our music today. Thank you. Yay. Yay.
Absolutely. How does everyone like this Hawaiian weather we're having? It's nice, right? That's why I see some empty seats. They're waking up in the morning going, oh, it's so cozy here. I think we'll just stay. So thank you for coming out today.
All right, so I think the first thing we're going to do is light our peace candle. So every Sunday we do just focus on that idea, the principle that we have lots of principles which are just truths that manifest themselves because they are the truth, and that is that peace resides within us. Nowhere else within us it starts, within each individual, and that is what we bring out into the world when we are peaceful from within. So today, let's just focus on that peaceful place within ourselves, because it's always there. Maybe we don't feel it all the time, but it's still there. And if we call upon it, it does come forth, and then it radiates out into the world. So let's just take a moment for peace. And so it is. All our little animal friends are reminding us that peace is there even amidst the noise. It's still there. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, where we practice the science of mind and spirit. And someone asked me what principle is, and we always use the word principle, be in principle. And what it is, the way we translate that word is that we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe, governed by our use of the spiritual law of cause and effect. That spirit, that God, that light is in everything, and we get to choose, which is what today is about, in every moment, how we want to use that law of our being, that thing within us, that force within us that is within us and surrounds us, that creates the reality that we live. So we're spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by our use, remember the word use, because that's the important one, of the law, spiritual law of cause and effect. So welcome. Yes. Somebody's got a cold. Is that Tara? Bless you, honey. Oh.
So all I know is that I just love this family that we have created. I was in this wonderful meditation with the candle, and maybe he needs a little bit of, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Have I ever mentioned how much I love my life? How much I love each and every one of you? How I love our animal kingdom? I just love it. Anyway, here we are. Welcome again. And I just want to ask for the first time, who's been here before? Raise your hand. I'm going to do something different. I want to shake things up, you know. But who is here for the very first time? Please raise your hand. Oh, that is beautiful, beautiful. Let's give them a round of applause. We won't make you stand or anything, but there is a dance. No, but there is a dance number that we're going to have you go out and learn, and then you'll be back with the. You're up for it. But are you up for it too? But what we know about you is something, and I just want to let everybody. Shall we let them know? I think so. Okay. You are magnificent. But you knew that. Yeah, I thought so. And the reason we know that about you is because we know it about ourselves. So shall we all say it together? I am magnificent. One more time, it sounded so good. I am magnificent. And behind you, there's a man who looks very professional behind the camera. A new
And he
camera, by the
is.
way, that was donated to the center. So I just want to say thank you for that generous donation. And also, there's some people staring at us right now. And they are on the mainland, or they're people at home in bed and didn't want to get up to come here. But we are live streaming, so let's tell them who they are. You are magnificent. And just to let you know, that is such an important thing. We get calls and we get emails all the time about how that moment in time means so much to someone when they're not on island, or like Angela's mama, so she watches every week. So we just know that is. So right now, to the left, to the right, say to somebody, let them know who they are. You are what? Magnificent.
You are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. I think so. Should I go?
All right.
You are magnificent. Christian's magnificent. Now, let everybody stand up and let's magnificently sing our opening song.
We
shall
have a new one.
It's a new one. It's in your program.
It's easy, though. Listen to Barbara. Look like we're at Sesame Street. Breathe in, breathe out, 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 breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. Breathe in, breathe out, 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 breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in, I breathe in light. When I breathe out joy. When I breathe in, I breathe in light. When I breathe out joy. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So let's breathe. We're saying it. Are we doing it? Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And centering right here and right now, what I know is that breath that we're breathing in and breathing out is the breath of God, is the breath of life, is the breath of source. And it is sourcing through each one of us magnificently, amazingly. We don't even have a choice in that. It is. All we have to do is just let it. So I know that today is about that. Today is about that breath of life that resides within each of us that we get to use in any way that we choose to use. So I know we choose the best, and that this service brings that out in each of us so that we can take that best out into the world. So I bless this time we have together and everything that occurs here, knowing that it is perfectly on purpose for each and every one of us and manifests perfectly as we just commune together today. As I just let it be so, as I say, and so it is. Breathe in, breathe out, 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 breathe in, breathe out. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe peace. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 Good. Yeah. Thank you. Yay.
this is the time that we get to settle in and listen to the God within. So I start with a beautiful quote by Rumi. "We are stars wrapped in skin. The light you are seeking has always been within." So let's take that into the silence, knowing the light that you are seeking is within. Just taking that breath and let everything that came before this moment gently float away. Taking that seed thought of the light you are seeking has always been within, right into prayer, right into opening up to that powerful presence that is here, living in, as, and through each and every individual that is here and each and every individual in this planet, knowing that this is the same power and presence that is in the stars, in the sun, in the universe, that this very presence is all that there is. So we stand in that place of knowing and claiming this truth, knowing that we are each of this presence, for there is nowhere where God is not. And so We stand in knowing this truth and knowing that we are of this power and presence, and that we step into this truth and live this truth every day. Live this truth knowing that we are the light. Absolutely knowing that this community builds and grows and moves into community, spreading this light and this love throughout the world. We are grateful. We are grateful for this community. We are grateful for knowing this truth. We are grateful for this light that we know that is within. So I absolutely know that each and every one of us takes this love and this light out into the world. So I take it into my heart and out into the world and release it into the law, knowing that it is already done. It is already so. And please join me in affirming this truth by saying, and so it is.
I'm here to remind you of your magnificence. Help you away to all the wonder that you are. You long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. You're here to remind me of my magnificence, to help me awake to all the wonder that I am. You long to show me all the joy I'm worthy of. You're here to remind me how much I'm truly loved.
Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. And thank you, Deborah. We are blessed because we get Deborah. She comes from Mile High Church, and she's making her home on Kaua'i now. So although we have homegrown practitioners, she migrated into our center and is a practitioner here. And I'm just really grateful for your consciousness here. I know Patrick is too. Thank you for the beautiful meditation. Oh, yeah. So it's all about choice today. It's all about choice. And making choices in our lives and realizing that we are at choice. And in our philosophy, if you don't already know, there's a guy named Ernest Holmes, Dr. Ernest Holmes. His picture is back on the wall over there. And he was a great philosopher and mystic and teacher and healer. People don't know how much of a healer he was, but he was instantaneous healings. So he said this, he said, we cannot live a choiceless life. We cannot live a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. And then he goes on to say, we have the right to choose what we wish to experience. We have the right to choose the kind of companions with whom we wish to associate, and to say in what city and in what type of house we'd like to live in. Right, Malia and Dave? Yes. They just manifested the house of their dreams. We are individuals, and the only way we can be individuals is to be spontaneous. I think this is so important to remember. I know even for myself, because I know there's times we can feel that we're not at choice, but we are always at choice. And the trick is that we have to realize that we have to be responsible for the outcome of our choices. And the best thing is to know that in every moment we can make another choice and change the laws of the force of causation in any direction that we choose for it to go. So, I don't know. What do you think about that? Yeah? I think it's pretty powerful, right? I mean, for me, to know that I'm at choice, and it doesn't mean I'm at choice at how you're going to act and how that person's going to act and how my relatives are going to act and all of that stuff. No, I'm at choice of how I want to experience everything. And even at times when I might not be having what I consider the greatest experience in the whole world, whatever that is, I can still be at choice to be grateful, which is what today is already all about, is being grateful, choosing to be grateful. Now, I read this thing that said, let me see who wrote it. I know I have it here somewhere, that gratitude is an attitude, not a feeling that can be easily willed. Gratitude is an attitude, not a feeling that can be easily willed. So this guy was a PhD, Robert Emmons, E-M-M-O-N-S. It can't be willed. We can't will ourselves to be grateful. We can't sit there have you ever tried it? You ever tried saying, I'm just going to be grateful. I'm going to be grateful. How much easier? I know I've tried it. It doesn't work. All right? Because then you're forcing everything and you're really not feeling very grateful, right? Because gratitude is not a feeling. It's an attitude. And then when you take the attitude of gratitude, then it moves into a feeling that you have about your life, that you're grateful for your life. But it's an attitude to begin with. You choose to be grateful. You choose to have an attitude of gratitude no matter what is going on. And he's Ernest Holmes. It's my most favorite quote about gratitude. He said, "An attitude of gratitude is most salutary and bespeaks the realization that we are in heaven." An attitude of gratitude is most salutary and bespeaks the realization that we are in heaven. I don't know about you, but I like being in heaven. And I'm not waiting to get there when I pass from this realm of existence. I want to be in heaven now, and I am in heaven now. I really feel it. I feel so grateful for my life. I just am so blessed. And even the times when I look back at my life and the things I experienced that maybe were, they're still, when I look back at it, I'm doing my one-woman show now. You guys will get to see it in March. But it's all about my Italian family, and I look at the crazy things I went through in my life with my family, and I can look back on it and go, wow, that was really something. But I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all those crazy people who thought they were loving me, who did all these things instead. But in the midst of it, there was love. There is love. There is love. All there is a call for love at all times. That's what it is. No matter what it is, there's a call for love. And I'm grateful for that. So, yeah, gratitude is an attitude that is most salutary and bespeaks the realization that we are in heaven. The more we can be grateful for our lives, no matter what's going on, the more we can create heaven for ourselves and heaven on earth. I know that's a fact. I went through this thing this week because, the holidays are here, and I live on Kauai, and my whole family is back on the mainland, and I'm thinking to myself, what kind of grandmother am I? Why am I not there? Why am I blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on, right? And then I got it. I just got it. I said, I am so grateful that my kids are all doing really well. They're doing well. They're doing well. I'm grateful that they're happy. I'm grateful that I made this choice and they made their choice. I'm just grateful for the way my life is. I'm not trying to make it something that it's not. I'm just grateful. And then if I get to choose again, if I decide to choose again, I get to choose again and make it different. But right now, what's the point of me feeling guilty about not being someplace that I chose not to be? I think, right? Really. And then you're like, oh, well, I chose not to be there, so now I'm going to feel guilty about something I chose not to do. Come on, Rita. All right. So, but I really got that idea because there's a lot of that in my feelings sometimes about when you move to Kauai and you move this far away that you're not there for certain things. And now I'm like, my daughter actually, it was so beautiful because she sent me a text and she said, I want you to know that when we went around the table and said what we were grateful for, we held a moment for you, Mom, because I had prayed for these certain things. I had done treatment work for them for certain things in their life, and they're not even in this philosophy. And they said, and these things happened in our life because you knew, they call it my voodoo magic, that I that I did my voodoo. I know, that's what they call it, my voodoo magic. We're going to thank Granny now for her voodoo magic, okay? But I thought to myself, wow, I'm not there, but I'm there, right? And I still was able to do something from them, even from 3,000 miles away. That was something that was worth something to them. So I think we have to figure out where we're at and be responsible for the choices that we make and to be okay with them. And then to realize that we can choose again and again and again and again. And if we get ourselves into a rut or something and we just think there's no way out, there is always a way. There's always a solution. The first thing we always do in sessions of counseling sessions when we do with people is we let them know that no matter what they're bringing in front of them, there is a solution, always. If there wasn't, we'd be living in hell, and I know we're not. We're living in heaven because there is no such thing as hell besides the hell that we bring upon ourselves when we think we don't have choices. And I really do believe that it all starts with gratitude. The choosing to be grateful for no matter what it is, where we're at, and to start right where we are and feel that energy, that attitude of gratitude for the little things. Because as we feel it for just the little things, for our little pet, our dog, our cat, the fact that we have a nice warm cup of coffee to drink, whatever it is, we just get an attitude about the little things, and then those little things just grow, and we start to feel good. I'm going to just sing you one of my favorite songs. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Reeds drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. You feel it? Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Rivers running free, you know how I feel. Blossoms on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yeah. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know how I feel. Butterflies all having fun, you know how I feel. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's how I feel. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. For me. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the vine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom, it's mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, It's a new life. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good. Are you feeling good? Say it. I'm feeling good again. I'm feeling good again. I'm feeling good, so good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh yeah, good. I'm feeling good. That's what gratitude can do for you. Aloha.
Wow. You're a different kind of minister, honey. That wasn't the ministers I was raised with, I'll tell you right. And the good news, everyone, is I get to live with her. There you go. We thought we would shake it up a little bit once a month and do something different, you know? Thank you so much. And thank you, Barbara. And thank you, Louise. I heard you drumming, taking her into that, Louise. That was great. Wow. This was not a part of this quote that I have, but I found out thanks to Michelle. I'm on the internet a little early on Sundays. We get up at 5 a.m. to prep and get ourselves ready for this moment, and she sent me a little clip from Oprah and Brene Brown. I mean, well, they're not Oprah and Brene Brown, but it's Oprah Winfrey and Brene Brown. And she said, "You cannot be brave without disappointing some people. You cannot be brave without disappointing some people." Our relatives, our family, our friends. But that's not really where I'm going with it. But boy, it made me think of bravery and what it takes to be brave. And it takes bravery to have gratitude. And I thought, wow, what do you mean I need to be brave to be grateful? What is that about? And then I realized because I live in a world that I cannot depend upon everything that they're doing out there and then make it okay for me to do what I'm doing in here. And I want to share with you, not their names or identity, but we have some next door neighbors that are having some vocal issues. And it's quite alarming at times because some of it can feel a little at unrest. Yes. Well, this is the Grinch who stole Christmas. So this is a different feeling that I'm getting, but this is the miracle of gratitude. I wanted them so much to stop fighting, basically, so I could get some rest, and so that I could stop worrying, and so that I wanted them to stop being whatever they're being, or as Rita was saying, this might be the only way they know how to communicate at the moment. And that's scary, but true. So last night, I didn't get very much sleep the night before, but I went, man, I pray. What are you talking about? I just do a treatment on this. Not for them to stop, but for me to have peace. And I know that all those little triggers that they were triggering because all of the family values that I was remembering, that's what was happening for me. I started going, oh my, you have that little mom, dad, blah, blah, and I went back there for a moment, and I had to pray my way and get myself grateful. And I was so grateful that I have a choice and I have a mind that I get to change its direction at any time. even when that little boy was scared. And here's the good news. Rita's sound asleep. So this principle works, does it not? Because that was Patrick's experience. Obviously, she was asleep. And I went, wow. So I just kept praying for peace. Let them have peace. Let me have peace. Let there be peace. Let me feel peace. When I'm worried and when I'm sitting there wanting them to change, I'm not at peace. So I went deeper and deeper and deeper. And we're very blessed because we have a really good sound system where we sleep, so that you don't really hear a lot of noise if you barricade everything. But who wants to live in a barricade? So I looked and I said, wow, there was no noise. Not outside, and there was no noise inside. There was none of all of that wanting to control. And I just went into gratitude. And gratitude, as I've been doing this week, filling up not just with, wow, all the things I have. I was filling myself up, as I said on Wednesday, with the gratitude of all my teachers that caused me so much pain, that caused me what I didn't think was the right thing. How can they be my teachers? They're my teachers. Those people, that beautiful couple that I know is the divine expression of God. They're my teachers. They taught me one thing. I'm not 5 years old anymore. Even though I may act it at times. I'm not 5 years old. And they taught me another thing. All my teachers. All the good ones are great and they get all the credit most of the time. But I'm talking about all the ones that just made my life what I called a living hell, or the ones that I worried about, or the ones that, whatever it is, I just thank them because they taught me, as I said on Wednesday, they taught me how to forgive. And with that teaching of forgiveness, I've been taught freedom. I am free. I am free. And let me tell you, it takes discipline. I would love it if I could just say, I forgive the world. Everything's forgiven. I would love that. And walk outside and just be living in a state of forgiveness. It takes discipline. And nobody really likes that. The average person doesn't really, that's not the most popular word, discipline. But who wants to be average? Not me. It takes discipline. And I relate it to, which is perfect for today. Has anybody ever trained a dog? Or, yeah, right. Well, we didn't have pee pads in the day, but we're going to go ahead and use this for my metaphor. And this is what I think of when I think of training my beautiful mind. When I went back into bed and I started to think about that couple, are they yelling? Are they doing it? Are they? I said, where are you going, man? You're going to start thinking, then you're going to be up for another. No. Just like a beautiful little dog. Come on. Let's get back on the pee pad. That's my new metaphor. When I go off it, getting back on my pee pad. And it is so beautiful because, this really came together in class, in practitioner class, because the dog says, no. I'm going to go mess over here just because I can. And you're going, well, it'd be much nicer. We'd all work out much better if you'll just go on the pee pad. And then you learn to do that. Who would ever thought that I would be using a pee pad for a metaphor? But anyway, I digress. So that's how I started thinking of my mind about putting it back on. And then I had another revelation in our class on Tuesday. I remember training, not myself, but maybe my dad, training it by putting the nose in it. And I remember hearing that, and I'm thinking, this doesn't seem right. And then, or spanking or doing anything. There's a new way to train your mind and put yourself on the pee pad, and it has nothing to do with rubbing your nose in the past or rubbing your nose in what you don't think you're doing right. It's about lovingly and holding yourself and putting yourself on the pee pad. Who knew pee pad could be? First of all, it sounds fun when I say it. It sounds fun. But this metaphor that I'm thinking in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, how many times did I go off? I love this in the Bible says, but I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Ooh. Have you ever tried that? No, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. That's what I like. Wake up in the morning, can't wait to do. Wow. Treating me like crap. Love you. Love you. But there's something to it. Oh my gosh, there's something to it. There's freedom. That doesn't mean you condone or say, yeah, let me be your doormat. What it says is, if you could act any differently, I bet you would. How could you be in that much pain to treat me so awful? And it takes discipline. Because you don't get to wake up with that every morning. And if you do, and if you tell me right now that, Patrick, I forgive everyone and I'm walking, then I have met my illuminated being here on this planet. So I've really taken this into my heart this month about gratitude and just really understanding that no more rubbing my nose in life. No more saying that this is bad and this isn't. The only reason we have good and bad is because we separate. What a concept. The only reason I think those two people next door are doing something that doesn't fit my world is because I separate it from them. There are those people, and there are those people. And I love that, just to be able to get my mind back on track. Have you ever had that? It goes spinning and you're trying to get it back and then you feel like you're choiceless. But what I do know about gratitude is that I get to choose. That I get to choose. Trained thought is far more powerful than untrained thought. Think about it. And here's one other thing I want to just throw in as far as training your mind. It's not hypnosis. I am happy, I am happy, I am happy. No. We've lived long enough in a hypnotic state. I certainly don't want to go back to it. We've been hypnotized many, many times. Nobody in this room. But places I've been, I've seen them. I have seen them. But this isn't about hypnosis. This is about claiming and knowing exactly who and what we are in every moment, and that we have the power of the presence of Spirit. If I hadn't been in New Thought, I would have been an evangelistic minister, just so you'll know. I would have been. Wouldn't have held no hands on, but I'm going to tell you, I would have been. Because I want my mind trained, not monitored, not like, oh, there's bad thought, bad thought, bad thought. That's crazy. And first of all, it'll take up half your day. Bad thought, bad thought. Boom, no, you'd be like a ping pong match. What it says is, oh, I started to go off. I started to think things about myself that aren't true. I started to look in the mirror and judge all my little flaws. I just put myself back on the pee pad. And I just want you to know, if you didn't get anything out of this message, you will never, ever forget pee-pad. You won't even be able to walk into a store and see a pee-pad without thinking of Patrick. Do you think that was mind control by any chance? What do you think? So what I know is, Neil Donald Walsh says, gratitude is the fastest form of healing. Yeah, but it's gratitude for it all. And that's the one that has kicked my spiritual butt. But I'm going to tell you something. I feel so much freer than I probably have ever felt to know that I am not separate because of anything that has happened in my life up until now. That I've always been whole and complete. Everybody that ever did anything that I thought was just not the right thing to do, they're the same as we are. Sorry, Didn't mean to break it to you over the holidays. Because you might go to a dinner party or something and you'll remember. Just remember, whatever thought you're having, there's always the pee pad. I love you. Thank you for letting me be me. Namaste.
Every time I get that old familiar sinking, I will take my troubles down to the water, to the river that never runs dry. I'm gonna let myself be lifted, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. Hallelujah. Take my troubles to the water, to the river that never runs dry. It's been said, and I do believe, that as you ask, so you receive. So take these troubles, give me sweet release in the river that never runs dry. I'm gonna let myself be lifted, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. Hallelujah. Take my troubles to the water, to the river that never runs dry. It's been said, and I do believe, that as we ask, so we receive. So I take my troubles to the water, to the river that never runs dry. There's a river in this heart of hearts that has the knowingness of my highest good. I am willing, I will do my part in the river that never runs dry. I'm gonna let myself be lifted, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. Hallelujah. Take my troubles to the water, to the river that never runs dry. I'm gonna let myself be lifted, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. Hallelujah. Take my troubles to the water, to the river that never runs dry, to the river that never runs dry. One more time. I'm gonna let myself be lifted, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. Hallelujah. Take my troubles to the water, to the river that never runs dry, to the river that never runs dry. This river, it never runs dry.
Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Louise. That was great. What a great song. Perfect follow. Yeah. Okay, so it's our time of sacred giving. And just so you know, if you don't already know, that we're in our in the middle of our giving intentions for 2018. So if you didn't already receive a letter from us, if you want to pick one up in the back and let us know what your intentions are for 2018, it helps us to know where we're going with the center and to plan our budget and all of that stuff. Okay, so it really, really is very, very helpful, and we are grateful for everything you give here. No matter what it is, we are so grateful. And the giving, I mean, the center started with Patrick and I with, basically nothing but our some savings that we had. And we've grown like to this, and within 5 years, this is like a really amazing thing to be here. And it's all because we have all come together and made it our center, not just Patrick and my center. So please know that it's our center. And as you give, you help us to do all the wonderful things we get to do here. And as Louise said, which was so great on at the Thanksgiving celebration, he said, we get to not just do what we do here on Sunday, but we've built a community that gets to go out there and they know each other and they get to do other things together and join other circles. But this provides like a home base for people. And I guess this is kind of the way I took it. And it's not just what goes on in this wall, within these walls, but it's the community that we've created that really has no walls. So thank you for that.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Louise, for saying
you,
that.
Louise.
So I think we have an affirmation in our program, and it is there in your program, and it says, I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life, and the world. And so it is. And I think we have a new song, a Daniel Nelson song.
Grateful, grateful, my life is blessed with your beauty. Grateful, grateful, my heart is filled with your love. Grateful, grateful, my life is blessed with your beauty. Grateful, grateful, my heart is filled with your love. I give thanks for the ocean, the mountains and the sky. I give thanks for the forest, the moon and stars so high. I give thanks for the flowers and rain that makes them grow. I give thanks for the winds and the suns that blow. Grateful, grateful, my life is blessed with your beauty. Grateful, grateful, my heart is filled with your love. Grateful, grateful, my life is blessed with your beauty. Grateful, grateful, my heart is filled with your love.
And so it is with this grateful heart that we joyously accept these beautiful gifts and donations from each and every one of you, knowing that they represent each and every one of your unique talents and gifts and givings into the world. So we graciously accept these gifts on behalf of CSL Kauai, knowing that they will go out into the world in ways seen and unseen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And so it is. Thank you. All right. As I take a deep breath, we welcome up the children and Janice. Looks like we have two little ones today. Well, one big one and one little one.
The head of the youth
Kaua'i was
center.
like the first youth we ever had here at CSL Kauai, and he has surely grown. I think he used to be that size of Rita.
Yeah, we had fun getting crafty today, and maybe they want to tell you a little bit about their crafts.
So I decided to tell everybody how to make these God's eyes, and it represent a feeling like love, care, and those sort of things, etc. And these are the snowmans that Miss Janice decided to want us to make.
Based on his interest. Okay. Can you tell what you wanted to make?
Itukai. Do you want to tell him his name?
You want to say and name your snowman? No? He named his snowman Rocky, and Itukai wanted to make snowmans. Thank you. Yes.
So let's give the kids our blessing. It's in your program. Ready? You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. Yes. Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Woo! Okay.
We are the future.
What's his name? Our new president, Kiale. Yes. Hey.
So we have treatment.
Yes.
Who's up for?
So we want to invite the practitioners that are going to be on duty today in presence and consciousness. Is Malia
And
on?
Rob will
No.
be.
And Rob will
And
be back
Malia.
there. And Malia. So after service, we offer a special treat. You get a treatment if you want, a spiritual mind treatment, which is our form of affirmative prayer by these lovely, amazing women here and Rob
Okay.
back there. So if there's something you want to experience in your life and just need to know a little bit more truth about that, they're here to serve you. So please utilize their care and love. Yes.
So I think that on another note, we have a lot going on in December, but one of the great things about it, what we learned Wednesday, is we met so many people that we had not seen before, and it's a really good opportunity when we have these events to let people come, because it's more of a get-together community party, and then different than we have on Sunday. So it's an opportunity for us to just get to know the community more, and that was really proved on Wednesday. So while we have you, we did have some birthdays today, so I think we should sing happy birthday, don't you?
Can we? Yes.
Happy
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear November birthdays.
Happy birthday
To you. We got our key. All right.
We got it no matter what.
All right. Thank you,
Oh, this is
Barbara.
good.
We kind of
Thanks,
took her off
Barbara.
guard there. All right. Everything's beautiful. All right. So let's go for our closing song. I think we're ready. And another Daniel Nelson.
We love Daniel.
We do.
Shine your light, no matter what you face.
Let's get up.
Shine your
Stand up, bring our energy
light
up and
all around in
the
every
room.
place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine. Shine your light, no matter what you face. Shine your light all around in every place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine. Shine your light, no matter what you face. Shine your light all around in every place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine.
And keeping that light burning, keeping that light going, knowing that we have come together on purpose. And we leave here today knowing that there is even more going on than we walk through those doors with. And we take it out and we share it. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be standing right here, to breathing in and breathing out this wonderful atmosphere of love that has been created today. And I am so grateful for Rita. Because I want to thank a few people. Michelle, who had our beautiful announcements and heads the Malama team. And the Malama team today, Angela Luis was double dutying over there. There is drums and Malama Man. And we have Sabina as well, and her wonderful husband who filled in at the last minute for that. I saw that, William. And so what I know is that we are so grateful for the live streaming that we have that is able to take what is happening in this room and share it with the world, a global community. And that is Jonathan and Rob with sound and this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ron Stover back there, who always makes sure that we have something goody to eat at the end. Oh, he's got whipped cream. All righty. So we have this wonderful, thank you, Barbara. Thank you for this wonderful treat, and to know that we get Barbara once a month now, if not more. She's also going to be here for the holiday thing on Friday, right? So we have that, and we just want to thank every single person that Deborah, thank you so much for that meditation. Thank you for your consciousness that you bring in here. So we could go on thanking forever, but we won't.
Shine
Except for
your
Janice.
light.
Oh. Shine your light.
What you face, shine your light.
So it is.
All around in every place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine. Shine your light. No matter what you face, shine your light. All around in every place. Let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine.
Thank you, Malia.
And so it is.
Let your soul fire shine. Let your soul fire shine. Shine your light. No matter what you face, shine your light. All around in every place, let the whole world see all that you can be. Let your soul fire shine.
Yes. I have smiled so much today that my kind of hurts. I'm thinking, I have smiled since I walked in. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your treats for today.